Hello and welcome to Finextra. I'm Emily Horler and I'm here with Javier Pérez-Tasso of Swift. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you.
What do you see as the main challenges facing the industry?
Well, there's no doubt we live in a rapidly changing environment, and at the highest level of abstraction, financial institutions face two major challenges. The first one is that they need to remain compliant, resilient, and cost efficient. All three are part of today's license to operate and are increasingly hard to achieve, especially with a fast-moving cyber threat environment, increasing competition, and changing regulatory expectations. The second challenge is all about innovation and technology. And we can say that the global digitalization trend is getting more sophisticated. There are talks about a fourth industrial revolution, and this is going to have clearly a continuing impact in the transformation of financial services.
What's happening in the UK landscape?
Well, we can say that there are a couple of specific characteristics in the UK. Regulation and Fintech. On the regulation front, having a payment systems regulator is in itself unique as a way to promote competition, innovation, and access to further drive choice and value for service users. There is also the Treasury's report on an open API framework to create a fully functioning open data market in the UK by 2019. On the fintech side, well, it's a global phenomenon, and it is particularly strong here in the UK, where actually, based on a recent report, the UK now ranks first among the world's 7 leading fintech hubs against 4 criteria, essentially, the ability to attract talent, to access to investment, the favorable regulatory environment, and the growing business services.
So do you see competition increasing?
Oh yes, I do, and I think it's a combination of this fintech acceleration with the simplification of market access. On the one hand, fintechs have a clear advantage when it comes to technology and innovation. They are not encumbered by legacy systems and can deploy the latest technologies. And on the other hand, incumbent players have a natural advantage when it comes to the power of distribution, to the fact that they have the strength of having thousands or even millions of customers. So the future successful companies will be the ones that combine both of these dimensions. On the one hand, harnessing new business models and latest technologies, while at the same time maximizing distribution and leveraging a sizable customer base.
The theme of the Business Forum London is Build the Future. What role does infrastructure play in building the future?
Yes, it plays a critical one. Well, there is a huge amount of change happening in the retail space, but it is the underlying infrastructure that supports a lot of this customer-facing innovation. This is true at the level of banks, where we see a lot of investments in improving legacy systems, but it's also true across domestic market infrastructures, where change is happening on many fronts, being the payment space with the evolution of RTGSs and real-time payment systems, and in the security space with CSDs. And one of these new technologies is obviously blockchain, that has the potential to transform the landscape, and it can be a disruptive force, but we're also some way off addressing some implementation challenges in a permission environment, such as identity management, scalability, and performance.
Javier, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And thank you for watching.